Hello, survivors. Gabe Blythe here. Survivor in the Salt Lake. Blah, 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 blah. How are you doing today? Me? Oh, I am fine. Just fine. Just a bit anxious. What an interesting word, anxious, based on the Latin word angere, which means to choke. My Latin is a little rusty from the old young Gabe school days. But then the later anxious was added with that U, and it was brought in, and I would rather ramble and spout useless facts about language and how it grows and etymology of it all. Or talk about birds and how they infest my space. Or the American colony rebellions. Anything other than confrontation. What am I confronting, you ask? Good question. Just my own fears of rejection. Yeah, fear of being judged. And mostly fears of being alone. Again. Oh, here she comes. Act cool. It's now or never. Hey, RQ. Could you come in here for a second or two?
Yeah, what's up? Oh wait, this is your therapy room, right?
Yeah, well, kinda. Here, take a seat.
Okay.
Come here.
Oh,
let me fix that for you.
What? This, like this?
Yeah, that. So you remember one of the first days that you were here, and you walked in here and you found me talking to myself.
I recall.
And then I told you it was kind of like a bit of a therapy thing. And then later when your bird came in and...
What bird?
Okay, your raven...
Being specific with its species does not change whether or not I have a bird.
Remember when there was a raven in this room and I got rather upset?
I recall that too.
Oh, goody. You can recall the basics. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, I also recall you getting extremely frustrated and saying no one was allowed in here.
Maybe my communication could have been better. I wasn't in a place where I could so easily express myself. And I apologize if I was rude. Anyways, I wanted to show you why this space was important to me, if you would be so kind.
And it looks like a radio studio. I'm failing to understand what is so therapeutic about this room. Keeping this one room clean like your hobby or something. Pretend you're a radio jockey?
Kinda. I don't do the radio jockey thing, but there isn't anything to pretend about. So...
Oh God, Gabriel, just spit it out. Weeks of you and your incessant talking, and now you are dead silent. You just have this nervous grin. And all the gesturing to the things in the room isn't an answer either. Yes, it's all very nice radio junk.
Yeah, you're right. I'm beating around the bush. Let me start from the beginning? Yeah, that sounds like the right idea.
First sound idea I've heard.
So we both know that 40-ish weeks ago, the world collapsed. We now know the others, the Z word, is what normal people would call them, but to me that feels a little insensitive. We're retreading ground. Anyways, I thought maybe I was alone for a long time. Then I decided the best way to communicate would be with my voice. But my voice is very quiet. And I thought, what if I yelled? Well, that might attract the others. Now, at the time, I didn't know they were violent, and king and country. At the time, they were all docile. But that's later. So I came up with the idea of broadcasting on radio. Reach out to anyone else who is cognizant and aware of their surroundings. Hopefully, find other people who can hear me and inspire them. Yeah, inspire. Inspire people to come out of hiding and start a safe house, right? So, in short, yes, I started a radio show. I got all of this working and broadcasting. I got nervous you would judge me or think I wasn't cool, so I just didn't tell you. And then I got so anxious about it, and now I'm telling you, hey, RQ, this is my radio room. Each and every week, I reach out to anyone who can hear me and tell them, I don't know, what's going on, try and bring hope. Then I listen for a response. I haven't heard any responses yet, but I was hoping you could help here and there and get this project going.
Wait, so this radio stuff works?
Yeah. I did a lot of work. It was a lot of boring reading, but I got it to broadcast. Ham, CB, FM, and AM.
Is it on currently? Are we broadcasting now?
Yeah. I don't think anyone actually hears it, but this is important to me. And since you've been here for a little while, I thought it was time to tell you. You know, it's only an expression if looks could kill. Your stare actually won't pierce my skin or hurt me.
I don't like the idea of any of this.
Okay. But I figured it was important. Again, I don't think anyone is actually listening. I've listened for months, and I've yet to hear as much of a single beep. And I just thought I'd try to make contact with anyone like us.
More like you than me.
Sure, whatever. But people who survived all of this specifically, they might hear my voice, our voices, and know that they aren't alone. And I think that's a good thing.
Whatever, my guy. You just do what you think is important, and I'll...
Hey, but don't go. Not just yet. Let's talk. On mic. So, if on the rare chance there is somebody listening, we can give them a piece of, I don't know, comfort. Something like the old days, you know?
I'm not here to do a podcast with you. I'm not your lifelong friend who you make bad inside jokes with or talk about fart jokes and wax poetic about some crappy art film you saw in college. Especially since I don't know who's listening.
Well, what are you scared of? No one has ever replied, and those people who ambushed me forever ago, they didn't even know I did the broadcast. They didn't know.
I'm not comfortable.
What? Really? I couldn't tell. Look, I don't know what the harm would be of idle chit-chat. Nobody knows who you are, or what you look like. Would you at least just think about it?
Ugh, fine. I'll think about it, okay? Happy?
Yes. The fact that you'll consider it means a lot to me. Yeah. You can leave now. Thank you. Well, that's a great starter. Don't you all think? didn't go as I planned, but at the same time, my anxiety being what it is, this is a sign that my communication is very, very rusty. Don't think the irony is lost on me. Anyways, if you think being in the middle of this sounds like fun, I'll be on the college roof tomorrow. Like always. Midday to sundown. I'll listen for any and all responses. And remember, you aren't alone out there. And you don't have to be. Stay safe. I'm proud of you.